Where's the truck?
All right,
Back
if you
up.
do, you'd be deader than that beef that's in the trunk.
You couldn't hit the side of a barn without...
Come, ready? Come on.
I already bought a load of beef from them, and quite frankly, the price was right.
So right that it might have been stolen?
So right that with these people, you don't ask questions.
You don't want to cooperate with us, do you?
Police officers, get him up there where I can see him. Come on, let's go. Get him up. Hey, come on.
Good evening, Mr. Markham. You remember me, don't you?
Thorne, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
How did you get in here?
Your back door was unlocked.
No, it wasn't.
There's no need for us to argue, Mr. M. This is just a visit?
If you've come to collect, you're wasting your time. I told your boss yesterday. I can't even meet the interest payment this month.
Business is lousy, huh?
Terrible. Take a look yourself.
No need to do that. I'm the bearer of good news.
I'm not borrowing any more money. Not from you people.
Who from, then? Let me ask you a question. What's your most expensive item after help?
Beef?
Figure 2,000, 3,000 pounds of beef per month, right?
That's close enough. Why?
Well, I told you I had good news. We can arrange for you to buy all the beef you want. At $1 a pound.
Come on, man. That's impossible.
Nothing's impossible. Think about it, Mr. Markham.
Where's this beef coming from?
From my people. Where else? We have many interests, Mr. M. You know that.
Well, it's a proposition worth considering. I've got to admit that.
Good. You figure out how much beef you can use, and you give me a call. Figure 3 or 4 days for delivery. Right, Mr. M? Nice talking to you, Mr. M.
Ellen? Is the commissioner still awake? This is Al Markham. Thank you. Stewart, I'm sorry to bother you at home and at this hour, but this is important. I've just been offered some stolen beef. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, certainly it can wait until you get to your office. I'll see you then.
Hey, look, Al Marham's car is still in the parking lot. Come on, we better check it out.
Come on, Pepper, you've been in there before.
Too many times. But Al Markham, one of the nicest people anybody could ever meet.
Yes, he was.
Decent, honest.
Well, as far as we know, he was honest, yeah. Pepper,
That was an execution in there. That was no hit and run. That was no accident.
He's closed down twice in the past 3 years. Everybody knows he was, had heavy financial problems, but don't you think he might have tried to save it with a big loan?
He could have gotten mixed up with a loan shark, sure. But I tell you something. Al had a lot of assets. I think they would have made a strong effort to collect before they'd have killed him. I mean, they just don't work that way. No, there's more to it than that.
Yeah. It's got to be the stolen beef.
Well, you can interview the commissioner. And I want a verbatim report on the content of Markham's telephone call. A couple of bank loans he was making payments on. A lot of red ink. I tell you, if he was in debt to anybody else, he sure didn't write it down anyplace. What about you, Pete? Did you find anything in last year's stuff?
Well, I don't need to be an accountant to figure this one out. What comes in here goes out here.
Well, that's interesting. The phone's not working.
Hi, Phyllis.
Hi. Ray? How are you?
Okay, I guess.
I'm sorry about Al.
He was a good man. The best. Took me right out of college and gave me my first break.
How's his wife doing?
She's in pretty bad shape. Can't quite believe it. But she was not involved in the business, Bill.
I've already told Pepper that if Al had any mob connections, I didn't know about them.
I've been going through those books, Ray. Business wasn't good.
Don't I know? Had to lay people off, close a few of the restaurants for lunch, things like that. But we've had bad times before. It's always come through.
Who's going to be in charge, yeah?
Mrs. Markham asked me to take over. For the time being, at least. I'll do the best I can. Look, if there's nothing else, I've got quite a lot to do. Funeral arrangements and telephoning relatives.
Sure, go ahead. Listen, if we got any questions, we'll get in touch. We'll phone you.
I want you to. Be in touch.
Thanks, Ray. Nothing?
Not yet.
Take a look at this.
What do you got, Jim?
Wire got hooked over the cradle, wouldn't release it.
A bug?
Yeah. This wouldn't be the work of the feds. I'd use a lease line. No, this looks more like something a private investigator would do.
Yeah, but who would have hired him?
Well, whoever was monitoring this thing sure knew about the phone call to the commissioner.
Slide it over.
Hey.
I see you all met with huge success. Hi, Pepper. How about a beer? Yeah, thanks.
I tell you, whoever backed Markham's loans playing it very close to the chest. We talked to little Jimmy. Now, Jimmy knows every loan shark in this town. Not a word about Markham.
Yeah, maybe that's not the answer.
No, it's the answer. We just haven't come up with the right combination.
Here, I'll take it. Thank you.
Well, what about beef? Isn't that what part of this is all about?
I checked through R&I. Locally, there hasn't been a theft or a hijacking in the last 3 months.
And Bill checked with CII, and he came up with something pretty interesting.
Strangely enough, there's been an upsurge in cattle rustling, especially in Central California.
Really?
Yeah. Anybody here know anything about cattle rustling?
You're not going to believe this.
You're kidding.
Back in Montana.
No, Wyoming. You rustle cattle, right?
I can at least tell you how it was when I was a kid.
But it's got to be a little bit different now, Pep.
Just a little?
Well, it is. Wyoming became a state.
Thanks a lot.
No, I understand today that they rustle, slaughter, dress, and package all in 24 hours.
I do know somebody. Yeah, an old hand in the cattle business. Yeah, he'd know. I could drive up tonight.
Why don't you?
Hey, Pepper, honey! How are you, baby? How are you?
Oh, great, just great. It's so good to see you, so good. Ooh.
Look at her, isn't she beautiful? They tell you that down at Wicked City?
Only the wicked ones like you.
I'll bet.
How's Aunt Helen? I sensed on the phone she wasn't too good.
No, she's not too bad, not too bad. She's just dying to see you. She's been on pins and needles since you phoned. Oh, and Watch the tiles now. We're trying to fix this old barn up. We're not getting any help from the landlord, you know, so really watch yourself now, okay? Now I'll come back and I'll get your bags later. Now watch your step.
Okay. You look great.
Yeah, I feel good.
Oh, Uncle Ben, it's charming.
Well, you can thank your Aunt Helen for that.
Oh, it's just... Pepper. Aunt Helen.
Dear Pepper. Oh, it's so sweet of you to come.
Oh, you look wonderful, beautiful.
Now, you two have a nice visit. I'll go get your bag.
Now, you stop that nonsense about me looking so wonderful. I look awful, and you know it. But I feel better than I look, thank goodness. And that's something.
You know, I don't believe what I smell.
You better believe.
Where is it?
In the kitchen, cooling on the cupboard.
Oh, Helen.
The bluest and the juiciest. I remember a little girl once in Wyoming who used to eat blueberry pies till she got the worst tummy ache imaginable.
They were worth it. Oh, Helen.
Wait a minute, Ray. A toast to our new and profitable association.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to anything.
Well, Ray, since you're here, I assume you're interested in my proposition.
That's correct, Mr. Galloway.
Willie, sit down.
Willie.
Well, how many £1,000 to start?
2?
That's not even a dozen head. I'd suggest 3.
Okay. £3,000. Dressed. Where do I sign?
Nah, your handshake's good enough for me. I'll be in touch.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Willie. Good night.
Night. Monk, take Mr. Roberts back to his restaurant, huh?
Oh, yeah, Galloway. Yeah, 17, 18 head. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Say, you know, Pepper, you rode that horse real good for a police sergeant.
Well, look who taught me.
Well, that's true enough. He was such a funny little thing. All the skin and bones and eyes. And stubborn.
Determination,
Yeah.
Uncle Ben.
Well, I guess that's the word for it out of the book. You'd fall off 5 or 6 times, climb right back on again. Tears streaming down your eye, and cussing. Never heard a little girl with words like that. Wonder where you learned them.
Well, I could tell you that, too, if you really want to know.
Well, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
You know. But, you know, it was real fun today, just riding for the hell of it. Haven't done that in a long time. You know, riding alone isn't much fun.
How sick is Aunt Helen? I mean, she looks so pale. At dinner, she only said that she had this kidney thing.
Well, now, you know, she'd raised the roof. She knew I was talking about it. But I got to tell somebody, Pepper. You know, she lost that kidney last year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one she's got left ain't working so good, and I got to take her down to the hospital once a week. They put her on that machine.
Dialysis?
Yeah, that's it.
That's expensive.
Yeah, and you know, we don't have any insurance to speak of, so I sold that spread we had in Nevada, and we moved here. And there's a little work here and there for an old cowhand. So between that and the money from the place, we get by. Now, don't you look so sad-eyed. Glad to get it off my chest. I feel better. Now, tell me about you. I mean, about your life. What's happening?
Well, I'm still single, if that's what you're wondering.
That's what I mean. Now, look, I promised you a little shooting, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a little shooting. I mean, after that boasting you were doing last night about being in the top 20 of the police department.
That wasn't boasting. It's just a fact.
Oh, I see. Well, what'll it be? Cans or bottles?
Bottles.
Hey, what do you call that? You didn't learn that from me. You couldn't hit the side of a barn without...
Come, ready?
Well,
come on.
What? Maybe you ought to try that, huh?
Here, let me show you. What you...
Oh, come on. Hey.
That was great. Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
With Helen feeling like she was, I didn't want to sit around talking about rustling at dinner, but I need your help, mainly your expertise.
Well, sure, Pepper, but why?
Well, I'm working on a case right now, and our only lead is stolen beef. Now, the crime reports indicate that it's probably cattle rustling. How would a person go about moving stolen cattle these days and not get caught?
Well, now, it seems to me a fella'd find a real big spread, you know, someplace where they run 20, 25,000 head. That way, a couple of dozen wouldn't be missed right away.
Mm-hmm. Well, then where would you go with them? You can't drive a bunch of cattle down the middle of the highway, in broad daylight, or at night for that matter.
No. Well, I heard tell a couple of different ways. One way is you put a couple of head in a padded van and you drive it to a secret slaughterhouse. You dress the meat out. You get rid of the hides right away because of the brands. Then you transfer the meat to a refrigerator truck. That's about it.
Sure. Of course. It's very simple. The meat goes to a packing house in some city.
I reckon. What do you do then?
You sell it to whoever uses a lot of beef, like a chain of restaurants, for instance, or a lot of markets.
Is that it? Of course, that'd be kind of a hard operation to track down with all those meat packing houses you got down in your city.
Yeah, it's a starting point, though.
Yeah. Well, it's getting on to about 3. Better put those horses away and get up to the house. I gotta take Helen down to the hospital this afternoon.
Yeah, I best be getting to.
You'll be coming back real soon now, you hear?
First chance I get, really.
I sure love to see you. And I wanna meet this Crowley you keep talking about.
You'll like him.
Get up there! Hey! Come on, get in that truck. Hey, cattle. Hey, cattle. Let's go. Here.
Hold it, Maxwell.
What the hell's the matter with you, Fletcher? How do you don't even see us?
He didn't even turn his head.
Listen, I know my job, and I'm gonna do it.
You don't have a job. Not with me. Not ever.
Come on.
Here's your money. Get lost.
And that's it. The meat packer's the middleman, and he sells the beef to whoever wants to buy it. Cut rate, of course. He doesn't even have to be a packer. Probably isn't. All he has to have is a packing house to store the meat in. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, where do I start? The California Cattlemen's Association sent me 10 pages of wholesale meat distributors.
Why don't you start at the top of page 1? Here, Joe, catch. You found it. Now, what I want to know is who manufactured it and who purchased it.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. You know there's no name brand on this thing.
That's why you're going to take it down to the sound lab, and they're going to dismantle it, and then they're going to tell you who manufactured it.
Yeah, okay. All right, little fella. Let's go look into your past life and see what we can come up with. Well, at the risk of getting a bum and steer, I think I'm going to check this list and see if anything's changed hands.
Uncle Ben said that rustlers would probably hit the large ranches where a few missing head of cattle wouldn't be noticed, but I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Well, with the price of beef what it is, I think most ranchers would know exactly how many steers they had.
Sure, they probably go out and count them every few days. Who do you report it to if you come up short of steers?
I'll call CII and have them check out Bakersfield and Fresno.
Yeah, why don't you do that? As soon as you make a fresh pot of coffee.
Why do I always have to make the coffee?
Because you're here.
Thank you, Willie.
It's a pleasure, Ben. You and your men do nice work. So you can Dolly Maxwell, huh?
He thinks he's Billy the Kid.
So you made an enemy. Better watch your back.
Hey, now that's real smooth. How about another little dollop?
Sure. How's the missus?
Oh, she's fine. She's fine. This is gonna help.
Yeah, well, we got a real good customer now, Ben. I'll need another shipment from you in a week or 10 days, and after that, more, probably on a regular basis. How's that sound to you?
Anything you say, can I use your phone?
Sure, go ahead. You want a little head on it?
No, man. You know, as long as I'm in town, invite somebody to dinner. Yeah, hello. I'd like to speak to Pepper Anderson, please. That's all right. I'll wait.
Hey, how much longer is this going to take?
It's going to take a while. Look, 3,000 pounds is a lot of meat. Just relax, Roberts.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but there's still a couple cops in the place.
Cops?
Yeah, don't worry, they're friends of mine. They come here all the time.
Well, you can say what you want about Elephant having the best memory, but don't compare with a bronc. Hard-nosed, he was called, and rightly so. He knew me, that's a fact, and he hated me, woo! First time I was up, I rode him right to a stop. Nobody'd ever done that before. I think I hurt his pride. So ever after that, no matter what the rodeo was, Madison Square Garden, Pendulum, when I'd go walking by the stalls, he'd start hollering bloody murder. He was cursing at me, that's a fact, and threatening. And I was hoping to draw him again, you know, for another bronc busting contest. Year after year, it just never worked. Never worked.
Folks, a little more coffee or some brandy?
Oh, no, thanks.
Oh, say, I'm sorry, Ray. I got talking here. I didn't realize how late it was.
Don't worry about it, Ben. You folks just stay and talk as long as you like. I got some paperwork to catch up on in the back, so if you need anything, just yell.
Thanks, Ray.
I'll just leave these here.
Sorry. You know, hey, guys, you know, it's 2 o'clock. Ben, I'm a working man.
Can't we just stay till... Let's hear the rest of the story, okay?
Well, anyhow, I was pretty busted up by then, you know, and I figured to quit rodeos altogether, you know. But there was one big one still at Madison Square Garden. You know, I got second in calf roping. I wasn't even expecting that. So I was walking out, going by the stalls, and I hear this big scream. That's right. It was old Hard-Nose. Of course, he was pretty old by then. Must have been about 15, you know. Just a workhorse, wasn't buck horse anymore. Kind of broken up just like your old Uncle Ben. So, anyway, I got up on him. And I'm sitting there in his old sway back. He could hardly move, let alone buck. But he tried. You know what I done? You know what I done? I fell right off him. Well, you never saw a happier horse in all your life. He just laughed. He laughed. Yeah. So I bought him. I bought old Hard-Nose and I took him back to my place. And we kind of hung around together all the time then. Till he died.
You know, you're a sentimental old cowboy. That's what you are.
We got lucky. The bug was purchased 3 or 4 years ago by a company that was obviously a front. Pacific West Security Systems. I went to the address, found out he'd been out of business a year and a half.
That's Lucky?
Recognize him?
He looks familiar. Refresh my memory.
Refresh his memory, Pete. Well, you should remember him. You busted him yourself about 5 years ago.
Sure, William Galloway. He was the middleman in that big hijacking ring, right?
You got it.
Only he took a walk because none of his Confederates would testify against him. This is the bug, huh?
He was Pacific West Security. Intelligence says it was a front for a loan sharking operation.
Don't tell me. Pacific West Security is now Pacific West Meatpackers.
You got it.
This is harassment, Crowley, and you know it.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Galloway.
I'm sure you are. I told you before I don't know anything about how Al Markham died.
I'm easy to convince. All you got to do is just give me permission to come in and have a look around.
Get out of here. Go on, get out. You want to look around, get a search warrant.
You know something, friend? I'm going to get you one day. I mean, one day you're going to make a little mistake, and I'm going to be right there.
That's threatening and intimidating, Lieutenant. There are laws against that, you know?
Yeah, well, when you get the State Bar Association to reinstate you, then I'll let you tell me about it. In the meantime, it's Sergeant.
Still? After all these years on the force. How about that?
Can you imagine those turkeys coming in here without a search warrant?
Well, Willie, maybe you better get out of the meat business for a while. What do you think?
Are you crazy? I never saw so much money in an operation. Don't worry. Don't worry. I think we're smart enough to stay ahead of Crowley and the rest of those stumblebums.
Yeah, where we have trouble, though, is Ollie Maxwell.
What do you mean?
Well, he went into business on his own. Between he and Ben Fletcher working both sides of the street. It's bound to bring heat.
Just suppose we get the two of them together one more time.
And?
May the better man emerge victorious. I think that's the expression.
The commissioner read your follow-up report. He thinks it's Galloway, too. He wants us to put a surveillance on him.
He's not going to be moving now.
Why don't you tell the commissioner?
Ray Roberts. He buys a lot of beef. So why don't we get him to buy from Galloway?
Sure, so why not?
Just get off my back.
No, I can't.
Pepper, you don't realize what you're asking
Yes,
me to do.
I do. I know it's tough, but we think Galloway had Al Markham murdered.
Well, what can I do about it?
You can help us. Ray, what we figure is Galloway was pressuring Al Markham into buying stolen beef. We want you to spread the word that you're interested in the same kind of deal.
I already bought a load of beef from them.
How did that come about?
Galloway came in here and told me he and Al had a prior deal. And quite frankly, the price was right.
So right that it might have been stolen?
So right that with these people, you don't ask questions.
You don't want to cooperate with us, do you?
You really think Galloway had Al killed?
I think we'd like to find out.
You'll have to do it without my help, Pepper. I've got a wife and a baby. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Ben. It's me, Willie. We got trouble.
What kind?
Your old friend Ollie Maxwell. He rustled a truckload of beef.
Yeah, that figures. So what?
So what? So what? It was 50 head. Besides, he's an amateur. He'll get caught. He'll turn over on us in a flat minute. You want to spend 10 years in jail for cattle rustling?
Hey, you know, I just might have a notion.
Yeah? About what?
Well, I know where Maxwell's going first. Might be I could discourage him.
Somebody has to, Ben. We both know that. Now, about that meat.
Oh, you'll get it. You'll get it, Willie.
I knew I could count on you, Ben.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. Well, young lady.
I know. I'm supposed to be sleeping. Ah, doctors. Can't get enough rest in your condition, Miss Fletcher. Now, you gotta understand that. There's only one trouble with all that rest. You know, Ben?
What's that?
Gets to be real tiring. And I don't get to see enough of you as I do when my eyes are not shut. So I miss you that much more.
Now, darling, I see as much as I can.
Don't I know that? There's no husband better than you, Ben Fletcher.
Hey, I wasn't fishing for any compliments.
Happens to be the truth. It also happens that I'm the luckiest woman I've ever known. And don't tell me you don't like a sweet word in your ear.
Hey, I'd like another one of those.
Okay.
Okay. For now.
Who was that on the phone?
Business.
Serious business?
Do I look serious?
You did. A little when I came in.
Routine. Hey, darling, what's the matter?
I was just thinking how there's nothing routine in all those medical bills you've been paying for the last year.
Come on now, I told you. I don't want to hear any more talk about that. You understand?
Dear Pepper, these must have cost her a fortune.
Still the same beautiful, good girl, hmm?
I don't know when I've had a better time in years. All those stories about her cases, 3 men she works with. And she said something about you. Something I thought that I was the only one who saw in you.
I'm getting better looking every year.
It was a lot deeper than that, Ben. She said he gets to be even more of a real man. Kinder, more tender, more loving.
Hey, it's getting about that time. What do you say we go in the bedroom and both of us get some of that famous rest of yours, huh? Hmm? You know you're gonna get us all busted. I was just looking in that truck of yours. There ain't a rancher in the whole state ain't gonna miss 50 head.
Don't jump to conclusions, Fletcher. I got that from 5 different spreads.
All right, 50 head in the same county. You know, Galloway was right about you. You're an amateur. When you put that thing down, I'm gonna take your truck.
Like hell you are.
It's me. Yeah, I wish I were. No, I gotta go south instead, yeah. Well, there's been some big changes. Well, I don't want to talk business with you. I mean, that's just a bore, you know. Hey, how do you feel? Good, real good. No, maybe I'm catching a little cold, you know, my throat's a little sore. But you know, I'm fine, I'm all right. Yeah. Well, I guess I better be getting along now. Say, Helen, something I want to say first. I love you, Helen. With all my heart. I love you. Sure. I'll say it word for word when I get home. Now, did you ever know when I didn't keep a promise? Now, don't you start that now. I love you, Helen. I'll see you. Yeah, real soon.
Right, okay, we'll have the suspect in custody for you. Call you later. That was Gaynor from the Fresno Sheriff's Office. Well, they found the body. A guy named Dolly Maxwell, general cowhand in that area for years. So, what's next? I think this whole thing's gonna come together in the next couple hours.
Does Pepper know?
No. And I don't want to be the one to tell her.
Who's your buyer?
Small-time hood out of San Diego, runs a string of restaurants. He's gonna take it.
What'd you do with Maxwell?
Buried him. You want that beef at Markham's restaurant tonight after 2, right?
That's right. He looks at the beef, we get our bucks, and he's on his way back to San Diego.
Whatever you guys want.
Y52 to 12Y90. Ben just arrived with the meat truck. Looks like things are just about ready to go down.
Roger, 90. Pepper and I are en route. Let's go.
Fresno said he was killed with a .45 caliber revolver.
That's right. They got an investigator who'll be down tomorrow to take him into custody.
Yeah. If you were going any other place in the world.
Ben, what the hell's going on here tonight?
I don't get you.
Galloway's out there with a couple of heavy-looking dudes from San Diego or someplace. Look, I never bargained for anything like this.
Customers all gone?
Yeah?
You and the hell get out of here. Keep that back door unlocked.
Ben, what's going on?
Good night. Park that back.
Oh, Duran, this is Ben Fletcher, our supplier. There you go, Ben. As usual, cash on delivery.
Cowboy, you got good taste in beef. Sit down, join us in the drink.
No, thanks. I'll go over there and pour myself a drink. As soon as you check out the delivery, I'll get...
You ready to show?
Yeah, at his pleasure.
Go have a look-see.
It's out back. Be quick now. We don't want us sitting around.
$12 $50. They're in the truck now.
50. Yeah, we've seen them. You take the truck. We'll take the inside.
Got it.
Hold it right there, please. Put your hands up. Put them up. Put against the truck.
All right, if you do, you'll be deader than that beef that's in the truck. Get on down. Come on.
Police officers, get your hands on the table. Get them up there where I can see them. Come on, let's go. Get them up. Hey, no, it's okay. We're not armed. Hey, come on, easy. Easy, we haven't got...
Ben!
Hey. Hey, Pepper. I'm sorry. I let you down.
No, you didn't. We wouldn't have been here if you hadn't called the police. What happened with Maxwell?
Yeah. Oh, it was him and me.
Oh. Come on, Ben. Ben, come on. Come on. It took a lot of courage to do that.
Calling an ambulance. Hang in there, Ben.
Ambulance. I ain't gonna need one of those. Now, Pepper, you listen to me. When I was a little kid, it was the worst thing in the world a man could do to steal somebody else's cattle. But when my wife, my home, when she was sick, and I didn't have any money, I got desperate. Had to do something.
You did what you had to do.
Yeah, but stealing somebody else's cattle. Don't you let her find out about that. Don't you let her. Those insurance papers.
She won't.
That's all she's got.
She won't. She won't find out. I promise you. Get your hands on top of your head.
Police, free!
I make no guarantees where Klein's concerned.
You see problems getting to Klein?
Klein is crazy.
Oh, my God!
Get out! Get out! Get out!
9Y60 to all units. Before they split, they've made it.
Can't they move any faster? I want to beat the daylight out of here.
Apúrate, apúrate.
Take it easy. As soon as you get fuel, you'll be on your way. What time are we supposed to meet?
Well, I should be able to be there by 10.
Hey, come on. Hey, hey, hey!
Come on, Klein.
Take it easy.
Go ahead, load it up. Boy, your temper. One of these days is gonna land you in hell.
Now let's get one thing straight, Vern. You work for me. This is my operation. And you screw it up when you don't hire good people. Now we'll all be in hell if I don't get out of here. What'd you find out about the weather?
You're clear all the way. Cross near Nogales, and you won't have any problems. What's it look like? Everything together?
Well, Sarge, the load's in. Things will start moving in about an hour. Your people together?
We're okay. How many and where?
100.
I wouldn't waste my time at 100.
Delivery will take place in an abandoned car lot at Lake and Olive. 2 trucks.
The way things are going, I'd be lucky to get a misdemeanor filing. What happened to the other 400?
You cops are as greedy as the crooks, Byron. It's all there. 500. Just like I said.
2 trucks. Is the man gonna be there?
I'm not sure. But if you stay with the load truck, they'll take you right to him. Be cool. Okay?
Klein's info was good. It's going down.
I wouldn't bank on it. He's crazy. 9Y60. This one's the load truck. Hang tight. Things should start to move. To all units. Let's take them before they split. They've made it.
going on? I mean, that's the third appointment I've broken this month. Don't I rate a day off?
You're not going to believe this, but I don't know what's going on. Secondly, yes, you do rate a day off. And I tell you what, as soon as I find out what's going on, you'll be the first one with whom I'll share the news.
Thank you so much.
No. No!
Kevin, what's up?
I got a little problem on our hands. And, frankly, we need some outside help.
Listen, we're up to our necks now in cases. She hadn't even been to the hairdresser for 3 weeks.
Ever see him before?
No? Should I know him?
Go ahead, tell him.
Name's Bill Klein. He was one of our top snitches. Used to be an airline pilot, but he got fired several years ago for flying a 737 under the Golden Gate Bridge with a full load of passengers.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
On the street, he's called Crazy Bill.
Guy's been working for us for about a year. Made some big cases. We just learned yesterday that he's also been flying in loads, big ones. Heroin, cocaine, weed.
Yeah, let me guess. While you were working his weed cases, his people were flying in everything under the sun, right?
You got the picture.
He knows half the guys in my division.
But he doesn't know us, so he's ours, right?
You worked narcotics before, you know how the game is played. Besides, you won't be going in cold. We've got a snitch in decline. I think.
You think?
I think. Anyway, he's yours.
I'll brief them in the squad room on the rest of the case.
Wait a minute. Be careful. I'm afraid we taught this guy exactly how we do business. Everything. And the Mexican feds tried to take him. And he literally, and I mean literally, flew them into the ground.
I think I'd rather go to the hairdresser.
What is all this?
Got to be careful, Jimmy. Just checking.
For what? You know, I ain't got no peace.
You could be wired, working for the man.
Now, come on, man. You know, I come here to do business, and then you search me like I was a crook, you know. You know, you're paranoid. You're nuts.
You are a crook, remember? And I'm not paranoid. Just careful. Now, what can I do for you?
500 keys, man. I got a big buyer coming in from Seattle.
It's a little heavy for you, isn't it?
Well, you know, like I told you, I got buyers coming in from Washington, man.
Okay. You came to the right supermarket. You get in touch with my man Spear. We'll work out the delivery.
Right. Yeah, I'll call him right away. You know, my people are waiting to get it on. Hey, Bill.
Sir?
How do I know, I mean, you know, for all I know, you might be working for the man.
You know what this place reminds me of?
I can't imagine.
Lemonade.
Lemonade?
When I was a kid and it got this hot, I sold ice-cold lemonade.
You know, I think I'd trade in my badge right now for a six-pack. Ice cold, wet. You had to bring up lemonade, didn't you?
At Christmas time, I sold hot chocolate.
Well, at least Pete and Joe are in the shade.
You hear that?
Huh?
I think we got company.
Let's see. Okay, he's here. Everybody just cool it till he's on the ground unloading. Stay on. He's just checking the area, that's all. Stay down.
Oh, he's cautious, I'll say that for him.
He's landing.
Pilot.
That's not Klein. There's something wrong.
Where are they going?
Not now, damn it!
12 by 51, get back, it's a dummy run!
Last minute, something went wrong. I guess if everything looked all right, the other pilot was gonna call Klein in with a load.
We'll get you to a hospital. Oh my God! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Stay down, he's coming back.
Has anybody got a knife? I'd like to cut myself a piece of coffee. Who brewed this anyway?
You were right there when I made it. What's wrong? It's mountain grown.
Yeah, I know. You know something, Pep? I think I know now why you're single.
Yeah?
Are these the grounds you use for your divorce?
Oh, Pete, you just don't know good coffee when you taste it.
Somebody kill the lights, huh?
You killed the lights, will you?
Look at my old buddy here. Let's take a look at our boy here. Watch this.
Oh,
Watch it.
wow.
Watch it.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, no.
You believe anybody can walk away from that?
I can't believe it.
Okay. There's our boy. It's Michael Gregory. This guy's done a little of everything. Not only was he a race car driver, but he also worked for a while on a tuna boat. Even did a stint as a Hollywood stuntman.
That is one hunk of choice male flesh. I'd make coffee for him any day.
That's all he needs. First he loses his car in the time trials, then you make him a pot of coffee. That's 2 disasters in a row, isn't it?
Hey, Bill, where did you run into him? You're not a racing fan.
No, his kid brother got busted. In order to help him out of the jam, Mike here made us a 4-ton weed case. Involved a tuna boat he'd worked on.
What does he do now, besides stay in shape?
Well, I haven't heard much about him since that crash. I understand he's spiraling his butt.
You know, I heard stories about guys who hunt bear with a switch. I think he could.
Yeah.
Well, Pete, he's probably a vegetarian. You know, carrots, alfalfa sprouts, and wild honey.
You better hope so. You're gonna need something in common.
I think he's a meat eater, folks.
He's built like a bear. Maybe he's hibernating.
Maybe you ought to stay out of his porridge.
Man, let's have the bread, huh?
We didn't bring it.
Hey, look, I'm not here to play games. If somebody's gonna get hurt.
Maybe we better get in there before somebody does get hurt.
I think I'll just stay here.
Just relax. Boss is across the street waiting to meet you. He said he'd pay you himself.
Yeah, well, where is he, man, and who is he?
Let's go.
I want good bread.
He's waiting outside. His name is Sergeant Crowley.
Damn it, Crowley! Why me, man? Why me?
You guys didn't set this whole thing up just to bust me with a lousy 25 keys of grass, which will probably be legal in another 6 months anyway.
Well, I don't know about that. I do know that you've been scoring with some pretty heavy people.
Well, just who are these heavy people?
The connection is a pilot named Bill Klein.
Now, don't tell me you want me to give you Bill Klein. You take me to jail.
We'll offer you a walk for the 25 keys.
Oh, come on, Crowley. I won't do more than 60 days at best, and you know it. I'll take my chances in court.
We understand you build and drive race cars.
I used to. Till some rookie driver busted up $40,000 worth of my machinery.
Well, that brings up an interesting question. Maybe you can answer it for us. What do you think NASCAR would say if they found out one of their owner drivers had been busted on a narcotics rap?
I see. I work for you and don't drive again. Is that the picture?
It's coming into focus. We need you to get to Klein.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. But I want one promise up front.
What's that?
I make no guarantees where Klein's concerned. So I get a walk just for helping. Just helping. Whether or not you guys catch Klein or not.
You see problems getting to Klein?
Lady, you got 2 major problems right off the bat. Number 1, Klein is crazy. And number 2, he's got a steadfast rule.
Yeah, what's that?
He never deals with strangers.
Well.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Put these in here. Scotch and water with a twist.
Right. Got a good memory.
That's not all. I've also got these passionate Italian eyes.
Oh. So, tell me what you've been doing.
Huh?
How's the department been treating you?
Joyce, I tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. You don't ask me about the department. And I want to ask you how the captain keeps that great big thing up there in the air, okay?
Okay.
Now, about tonight. First, I thought we'd have a little dinner, because I have found a sensational new Italian restaurant. And then I thought maybe we'd come back here and listen to a little jazz. I have loaded up on Chuck Mangione records. Now, what do you say to all that?
Yes to the Italian dinner. Yes to the movie. And finally, yes to Mangione. He's my favorite.
I gotta tell you, I just love the way you say yes. Yeah. Mike, yeah. Listen, no, not tonight. We'll just set the meet up for tomorrow, okay? Because I can't make it tonight, that's why. Okay. I said okay, Mike. Yeah, just, what do you want us to meet you? Half hour, all right? Yeah, give me a half hour. Joyce, listen, this is very important. I gotta meet this informant. It's only gonna take me like an hour at the most. I'll be back and, I gotta make another call. By the time you get out of the shower, just freshen up, you know. Pep? Yeah, it's Bill. I just got a call from Mike. He's set a meet up with the crooks at the corner of Echo Park and Sunset. Yeah, the donut shop. Okay? Yeah, we'll meet him there in a half hour. Okay, fine. See you later. Joyce, honey, listen, it's only gonna take me an hour, I swear.
I've been through this act before, remember?
Honey, come on now, put the book.
2 days. 2 days I waited for you on one of your hour meets.
Yeah, Joyce, that was
Not
different.
this time, Bill.
Honey, are you kidding with the book?
Oh, mind if I use your phone? You look like you could use another drink.
Yeah, listen. How do you feel about Chuck Mangione?
Oh, I love him.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So does my husband. Why?
Nothing, I'm just doing a survey.
You say, Vern?
Yeah.
This is Pepper, my new roommate.
What is it you need?
Well, I got a buyer who's ready to do 100 right now.
That's no problem. A little heavy for you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's time to make my move. Get some of that big money. Like the man said, make hay while the sun shines.
Sounds like good business. The price is $100 a kilo, and we specify the delivery point.
We'd like to have an idea when and where, so we can get our money together and be ready.
I would assume that you already had all your bread together by now, or else we wouldn't be sitting here talking. As a matter of fact, I want half of the bread out front tonight.
Oh, come on.
Hey, look, Vern. You know I've never scored anything this heavy before. I'm just not ready to front $5 like it was nothing.
Mike, baby, now you know our operation. If we don't have any money in front, then it's no go. That's our insurance that we're not dealing with the man. When you get your act together, call me.
We can do some big business. Mike and I are into some pretty heavy people. We stand to move a lot of kilos. If this thing goes right, we're putting everything into it.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. No bread in front, no deal. Now, Mike knows that.
Our people are going to be testing us on this first deal. If it goes right, we're in. They want to follow up with 1,000 kilos every 2 weeks, maybe some heroin.
Hey, look. These people want the first ton a week after we do this first 100. That's the reason we're going to both have to bend a little.
Can you see them putting up $50,000? You wouldn't, and neither would we. We're going to have to get used to doing business hand to hand, or Mike and I, we're just going to have to
shop around and find another connection.
How come she's doing all the talking?
Well, her old man's one of the biggest weed wholesalers west of Chicago. Ex old man. And now she's my lady.
Okay. We'll go hand to hand this once. You go ahead and get your bread together for tomorrow. Delivery will be sometime afternoon.
Where?
I'll let you know when I call you.
There's my first car. Took it first place at Daytona.
Ever seen that car? You want another beer?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they sure cost a lot, don't they?
How's your iced tea?
You still got it? Oh, I need ice. Thanks, Bill.
Nope, I sold it and everything else I had to buy my second car. Good competitive stock car runs upward of $40,000.
And yours, it crashed, huh?
I didn't crash. One of the rookie drivers took a turn a little too wide, bounced off the wall, hit my car. Can't buy insurance on a race car.
You're taking the time. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Come on, Crowley. How many dope cases you work?
Yeah, I know. This is their way of letting us know that they're calling the shots, right?
Well, at least it gives us a chance to...
I'm here. Right, we got everything together. Yeah, man, we got the bread. Okay, it'll take us about an hour and a half to get there. Right. A-loan, we understand. Load just arrived.
Cheers.
Hello.
Bird?
The money, please. I'd like to see it.
Show and tell. Here to count it.
Mike, you ever cash a check at a bank and then not count the money that the teller gave you? Of course you didn't.
It's all there.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Where's our merchandise?
Just hang tight. See the Joshua tree? Well, just start walking toward it. 4 bags. 25 keys in each duffel bag. Start walking toward it, you'll see it.
All there. Give me the key.
Hope you counted it.
All's well. Next time you want to do business, call me.
Clever. He never let us see him near the stuff.
Don't worry about Spear. He isn't that smart. Bill Klein's around here somewhere pulling his strings. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Air conditioning. I guess when you make sergeant, that's one of the fringies, huh?
You guys look great. The sun's done wonders for your complexion. Which one's Royster?
The one with the carrot in his ear. Now look, what's going on? Spear hasn't left the airfield for 2 days now, you know?
Boys, this morning we got this little report from Customs. Seems they found that pilot for us, the one that ran Higgins down. At least they say they found what was left of him.
Where?
Just north of Nogales. They figure he came across the border about 50 feet trying to beat the radar, crashed into the side of a mountain. Spread weed for half a mile.
Did, Mike hear anything about our load?
Want to tell him the good news?
Spear phoned Mike this morning. Said that they're ready with the ton. Now all we have to do is come up with the money. We got 2 days.
Well, 100 grand, that's more than I make in a week.
Where are we gonna get $100,000 of flash?
That's what we've been asking. With the state and our own money, we can raise 60 grand, no more. We've tapped Vice, intelligence, everyone.
Well, what about the feds?
The feds?
Yeah.
I'd rather borrow from a loan shark.
Sounds good. Klein's one of the biggest around. How's the deal to go down?
We've already let 100 keys go just to get locked in tight. Pepper and our snitch flash the money and we get the load.
This informant, do we know him?
No.
Well, Bill, you know our policy about informants. We like to meet them, interview them personally before we enter a joint investigation.
Yeah, well, you know our policy about informants. Dan, this thing's all together. It's ready to go right now. Now, we don't want to screw it up, okay?
Cooperation. We want that. We'd just like to have Pepper duke in one of our own men so that we can identify all the players.
The players? Dan, will you understand something, please? Nobody's playing. They've already killed one of Admark's snitches.
Look, Bill, you guys are locals. Now, we're looking at the overall aspects of the case. The big picture, so to speak. Who's doing what, when, where?
The big picture, huh? Okay, here it is. You guys couldn't catch a crook in the county jail. Klein moves more weed and junk in a week than you seize in a year. That's the big picture. Let's get the hell out of here. I'll borrow the money from the bank.
Let's look at this like a business deal, all right? Now, we're putting in 60,000 and you're putting in 40. So we're the major stockholders. We call the shots. So either you're in or you're out. It's just that simple.
We're in. But I still want a little photo of that snitch for our files.
Well, I've seen better.
I've seen worse.
Crowley? Nice room you picked out for us. Nice double bed? Oh, you're kidding. I hope you're receiving me well. I'm going to stash the money in the closet.
Crowley, I still think we should have one of my own men in there just to play it safe.
Dan, the only reason we're into him at all is because Mike's been able to convince him that Pepper's his girlfriend. Klein won't do business with strangers.
Okay, we're in room 1. Yeah, right next to 2. We'll meet you here in about 15 minutes. Right. That was Spear. He said after the money count, we're to go to an abandoned airstrip and pick up the load. So watch our bags, Crowley.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah. All right. It's Crowley. Spear's here, but there's another crook with him.
Crook, huh? Sound like a cop.
Come on. Vern.
Hello?
Be cool, man. Just be cool. Got a lot of money here, just protecting our investment.
It's okay.
Hand us back when this thing's over.
Feels like the Mexican was armed.
It's there, every nickel.
How much is in each stack?
Trusting Crook, he's counting every dollar.
20. Okay. We'll lead you to the Lord. You follow us in the camper. I'll take the money for insurance.
Don't let him take the bread.
Put it back on the bed. You've seen ours, now stop messing around. Now, I really mean it. Our agreement, remember? We work hand to hand.
Right. I'll call you and tell you where you can pick it up. Come on.
Relax, you did fine. Go through this on every deal. Now is where the rubber meets the road.
When the money and the load get together, right?
If it's gonna rip, that's when it'll happen. I'll tell you what, when this thing's finished, I'll buy you the biggest steak in town.
You're on.
You're not included in that, Crowley.
Hey, big fella, you thirsty? How about something cold?
Yeah,
sure.
Your treat?
My treat. I'll be right back.
Be quiet. If you do anything crazy, I'll blow your head off.
Wrong, damn. We're not rescuing a ship with a platoon of Marines. We hadn't hit hard. What do you think they'd do to Pepper?
Bill. You guys got Klein all wrong. I mean, I think this deal is still together. You think Klein would kidnap a cop? No way, man. If he'd smelled the heat, he'd just back off quietly. You guys ought to know how Klein works. You taught him everything he knows.
Well, you know him a lot better. How would you handle it?
Just wait for the phone call. It'll come. When it does, just play it by ear. Just go on like everything's together. Come on.
Bill, now there's no way you'd let him take $100,000 out in the desert alone. He could be part of this whole thing.
Well, if he is, he's got an awfully tight act, I'll say that.
Now, we're gonna play like the deal's together, except for one thing. I want you to get that chopper up there. When that call comes in, I want you up there.
Crowley, you send him out there with our bread, and it's all yours. It's your responsibility. If something goes wrong, it's your baby.
And you really hang in there, don't you?
You sure ease some worries I've got about your boyfriend.
Yeah?
In this business, you got to cover your own. Because no one else will.
What are you worried about? We did 100 and everything went okay.
Two things, baby. One, a rip. And $1 million worth of grass is temptation enough to turn a preacher's head around. Second, you could be the man. Or maybe you're working for him.
Two of us can't rip off a ton of grass. And do I look like heat?
I don't know, baby doll. But I own a little motel down near Mazatlan. Caters to gentlemen of sport. Drinking, fishing, ladies. If your partner doesn't come through as planned, you may be involved in a whole new line of work.
You're too much. You've got me as hostage and still worried about Mike.
Just cautious. Besides, I'm beginning to enjoy your company.
12 by 50. Come in there, 10.
This is their 10. Go ahead.
Pete, Mike's en route to the meet location, south of Highway 111, east of Palm Canyon. You have him in sight?
That's a Roger. We got a good shot of the camper from here.
Terrific.
Yeah, I'm alone. Where's the girl?
Open up the camper. I want to check inside.
That's right, amigo. I still got your gun. Be a good boy now. Maybe I'll give it back to you.
Better looking at John there, Vern. Where's the money?
Now, you got a one-track mind, man. Now, I ask you, where's the girl? And where's my grass?
You'll get them.
Follow us.
Came alone? No tail?
Alone. I searched the camper, too.
Let's go, babe. I've had it with this clown's bad dude routine. The deal's off.
Hold it right there. I'm calling the shots.
Why don't you use that thing, man, or put it away? Look, this deal's gone sour, so we're just gonna take our bread and split.
You're right, this deal is sour.
Hold it. Have you got the bread?
From the start. You've seen it. Where's the dope?
Close by. Spears will take you to it as soon as I've got the bucks.
You're nuts. You've been holding me in lieu of the money. I'm your collateral, so let's just keep it that way.
Well, that's terrific. Except if your big boyfriend here decides to split with the weed. I'm left sitting here sucking my thumb.
Hey, look, Klein, I'll stay here with you. She goes to the load and lays the money on Spear when they take delivery. That satisfy you?
Okay, give her the keys to the camper. And you come over here and sit down, because you make a bigger target anyway.
Well, that's it. Just the two of us.
You're beautiful. And you're on for the steak. Take care of yourself.
Come on, hurry up. We gotta get this unloaded. Pretty neat, huh? We got 4 just like this. We move 7, 8 tons a week.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Doing a good business in heroin, too, so tell your people we got our end covered.
You sure do. I'll say that for you.
Let's go get the money. They'll be through here in a minute. We better both
Get your hands on top of your head.
You're crazy. You can't rip off.
Tell your friends to jump down.
Okay, Freddie, all yours. Keep an eye on him.
Joe?
Yes.
Give me the keys to this cuffs, will you?
Okay, how are we going to get Mike back?
Money, where's the money? Pepper, you didn't leave the money with Mike.
It's in the camper. Dan, don't you ever stop worrying?
Yeah, no. It's only money.
Mr. Spear here is going to drive back just like everything went down okay, aren't you, Mr. Spear?
It won't work.
It better work. M1. Pete, stay with him. I'm taking a shortcut.
Everything went as planned. You ready, Mike?
Cut it, lady. Vern, get over here.
I can't. There's a cop in the back seat with a gun on my head.
You tell that cop friend of yours to throw his gun out the window. I'm gonna cut Mike in two. And I'm not playing around.
Joe?
Get the money, Byrne. You get over here. Relax. Get over here. Come on now. Come on. You and I are going to take a little flight. Tell him to get that chopper out of here. She's a dead lady. Damn it, Byrne. Come on. Will you move? Let's go. Damn it, Byrne. Come on. Move. Now.
So, now what? Where do you go from here?
Mechanic, I guess. Work on someone else's cars. A good one.
I'm sure you are. Listen, Mike, I want to say something about the way you helped us. You really...
Save it. Besides, here comes Crowley and company. Just in the nick of time, so I was just about to get serious myself.
We just finished the reports. Thanks for waiting.
Oh, you're welcome. How's our old Fed friend Dan?
Oh, he went running back to Uncle Sam, clutching every dollar.
Gentlemen may as well sit down.
Oh, yeah, sit down.
Thank you kindly.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, speaking of friends, how did Klein know the deal hadn't gone down when I got back?
The headlights. If the deal had gone down as planned, Spear was going to drive back with the headlights on.
Klein. I always had the kicker.
Well, Bill, you going to tell him?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. I talked to a good friend of mine. A big businessman, told him about you and your racing. He said that if you dropped by, he'd sponsor your car. Like a tax write-off.
Well, it looks like you're back in the racing business. Congratulations.
It's great, Bill. I'll tell you one thing, it's a hell of a lot safer than the business you guys are in.
I'll drink to that.
Want me, and if they find me, they're gonna make me talk. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
But as of right now, we want him. So get to your snitches and light some fires under him.
Mrs. Osborne, the real reason I'm here is to ask for your help.
Doing what?
We're trying to find Cleon Wells.
All right, Wells. We're the police. Hold it right there.
Mind this to hold of you people. Nobody make a stupid move and nobody gets hurt.
vicinity in 13 Adam 43 is 211 silent at 1012 Brawley. 13 Adam 43, your call is code 3.
Same memo as last week and the week before. Same disappearing motorcycle act.
Taking it kind of personally, aren't you?
No, I'm not taking it personally. I just get tired of being outsmarted once a week.
Only once a week. That's kind of an improvement, isn't it?
Why do I feed you a line like that?
All units, code 4. Roger, 13 Adam 30. That's Sam Queen Adam 85.
Well, they got here fast.
Yeah, just not fast enough. Anything new or different?
No, the same various descriptions as usual, but everybody agrees on the helmet.
What about the employees? Were they any help?
Yeah, well, they all agree on one thing, too.
What, that they was robbed?
I bet there was no camera at this place either.
We're lucky. Got a tape deck.
I don't know how good the pictures are, but...
At least we got a tape.
Well, how about that? What do you say, about 5'6", 5'7", 165 pounds, something like that?
Caucasian, Oriental, black.
All of the above.
He didn't carry out any more than he could carry easily.
No? Just what he got from the tellers, same as before. Obviously, he didn't want to take too much time.
Left-handed. Yeah, he held his gun with his left hand and looked at his watch on his right. Let's take a look at it again.
Come in.
Here's a readout test for Sergeant.
Oh, thank you, Sergeant, excuse me, Officer Quinlan, right.
You're welcome anytime.
She's in Taberlane.
Quinlan.
Certainly is.
Quinny.
Yeah, I thought I remembered some holdups a few years ago with them all similar to the ones we've been working on. Like, well, I mean, not exactly the same, but close. Disguises, the quick getaway, the recorded voice, all that. So
So you took your recollections down to tabulating on the first floor, and Officer Quinlan fed them into the computer.
2130, it's an incredible machine.
Must be, with measurements like that.
Yeah, well, let's see what we got here. Andrew Turner and Raymond Osborne convicted 6 counts of armed robbery, still serving time in a federal penitentiary. Cleon Wells, now there's a familiar name.
Sure is. Big rap sheet. Armed robbery, assault, GT, burglary. Probably serving time somewhere, usually.
Not necessarily. It seems he turned state's evidence against these other 2 clowns, Turner and Osborne. His testimony put him away, and he got off with 2 years, which were up a little more than 2 months ago.
How about a description?
You back on the streets?
Yeah, you could say he's back on the streets, but it's more likely an alley.
Who was his parole officer?
Albert Mark, his P.O., has reported him in violation of parole, disappeared 2 weeks after he got out. Male, Caucasian, 36 years old, 6'4", 270 pounds.
My type, but definitely not our hold-up man.
Nobody could be running it, couldn't he? With a new set of partners.
Motorcycle disappearing with 2 riders in broad daylight.
And with money.
All right. Cleon Wells has been on the wanted list for a couple of months, but as of right now, we want him. So get to your snitches and light some fires under him. Triple it if you have to.
See you later, Ben.
Yeah. I got a list of some names here for you to check out. When it comes to girls' friends, looks like, beyond like variety.
These 2 in jail, they have family?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Osborne was married and has 2 children. Turner's married and has 1 kid. Both the wives still live in town.
His address is current?
You think the computer would lie to me?
Of course not. Sergeant, Crowley.
busy today, miss, and I really don't need anything.
And I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'd like to speak to you for a few minutes, if I may.
Oh, my God, Raymond, something happened to him.
No, Mrs. Osborne, he's fine as far as I know.
Oh, well, come on in. Would you like a cup of coffee?
That'd be good, black. No sugar.
Okay, go on in. I'll heat it up.
All right. Thank you. Hi.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm the Osborne kid. I'm Harry.
Hi, Harry.
Harry, this is, Miss Anderson.
We've met.
Mom, may I play over at Spruce's house?
Sure.
You be careful crossing the streets, huh? Look both ways.
Okay, don't worry, Mom.
He's adorable.
Let's face it. You're right. Coffee's hot. Let's have a cup.
Sorry. It's okay. Keeps you hopping, doesn't it?
Well, I was a model in my younger days, so making the transition to hostess wasn't too bad. Besides, I know the owner.
Looks like a nice place to work.
Yeah, it is some nights. Could pay more, but I manage.
It's cost an arm and a leg to keep a kid in boarding school today.
Since you know all about me, why the questions?
I'm looking for Cleon Wells. I hoped you could help me.
I thought he was in jail.
He was in jail. He got paroled. Promptly disappeared. See, we think he's involved with the Helmets.
Who are the Helmets?
Those motorcycle bank robbers. In the papers?
Oh, yeah. Well, he could be. He's sure capable of anything. He turned my husband and Ray Osborne into a couple of thieves. He sure wouldn't have done it without him. Why don't you ask them?
We plan to. In the meantime, if he comes waltzing in here some night, how about giving us a call, will you?
Oh, don't worry. Give Andy my best, okay?
Okay.
Now, this Andy Turner, were your husband and he good friends?
Since high school. They were in the same unit in the service. Andy and Ray had the same problem. No jobs.
Do you know the third man, Cleon Wells?
I didn't even know he existed until he testified. You know, the whole thing was his idea from the beginning. He planned those crimes. Gloria and I didn't know what was going on. We were just happy the boys were working steady and brought home some money.
Is that Gloria Turner? Uh-huh. Well, what did your husbands tell you that they did for a living?
Clerical work for the Racing Association. That's what they told us. Oh, they both knew some accounting, so it made sense. They said once in a while they'd get inside information on a horse, and they'd bet on it, and they won. I believed it. Every bit of it.
Listen, I had a friend once. Her husband kept telling her he went fishing. He even brought home the fish. It's easy to be deceived. Mrs. Osborne, the real reason I'm here is to ask for your help.
Doing what?
We're trying to find Cleon Wells.
Did he escape?
He was released.
Oh, that's right. He got the short term. What's he done now?
Jump parole. We have reason to believe he could be mixed up in a series of bank robberies. You might have read about them. The press has been referring to them as Helmets.
The men that ride the motorcycles. I heard a news broadcast. They held up a bank this morning, didn't they?
That's right.
I wish I could tell you something to help. I can't think of anything. I didn't know him. I never even spoke to him. I sure hope you get him.
We will. Thank you for your time.
That's all right. It's nice to talk to somebody about Raymond besides Harry.
You miss him, of course.
Yeah. But he'll be back one day, and we'll get by. I've got a job.
Oh, good.
Dental technician, about 4
Great.
days, and we're making it. Just.
You know, I noticed, of course, your little boy is very durable. Children don't get that way by themselves. You've done very well with him.
Loving him helps. And he's not teased as much by the kids about his father anymore, but when he is...
Goodbye, Mrs. Osborne. Now, if you should recall anything about Cleon Wells, you'll phone me at headquarters?
Sure.
You go up and visit him often?
No, not often. It's a long trip.
I'll tell him you sent your love.
Okay. That too. Excuse me. All you had to do was put your gun out. You didn't have to shoot him. And you shot him. He's gonna die. You know he's gonna die.
I get the film, there isn't he?
I used to have one just like that. You can get them just about anywhere.
This guy probably stole it.
Oh, Crowley, what's happening?
Hello, Doc.
Everything's slow in pathology, huh?
Got a little...
Pepper, you are the picture of health.
Told you guys.
But then that's the way it always is. You gentlemen will have to step outside while I examine the patient.
Doc, listen before you lose your head. We got some tape here on a bank robber. Joe, you put that in?
Yes, sir, right away.
We've looked at it so many times, we've run out of ideas. We thought maybe you might come up with a thought.
Bit livelier than most of my patients. Awkward bit of running there at the end.
Yeah, he was scared. I don't think he meant to shoot that guy. It looked like an accident to me.
How is he, by the way, Doctor? Have you heard?
Oh, he's still critical. May I see the thing again?
Hey, Joe?
Sure, Doc. Look, you can have my seat. I'm gonna follow Huntsville.
Thanks.
See you later.
Something about him bothers me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, there's a lot bothering me, too, including several people who outrank us all. One thing, hey, Pete.
Yes?
Get a bulletin out to all these banks with cameras. Tell them to hook up tape recorders so we can hear what's going on, will you?
Right. Good to see you, Doc.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah, this is a blow-up of his hand. We had it blown up because I thought maybe that watch might be something special, but unfortunately it's not.
Exaggerated tuberosity of the humerus. Got very broad shoulders. Short radius. Underdeveloped carpus.
What's that mean in English?
Oh, for a man with very broad shoulders, he's got short arms and very small hands and wrists, almost feminine. Well, possibly it could be the result of polio when he was a child or an accident. I mean, either way could affect the manner of his running.
What about his powerful shoulders?
Oh, well, that's overcompensation. It's very common in this case.
All I can say is I hope you find that, Bills. I wish I could tell you where to look.
You blame him for you being here, don't you?
Well, of course I do. It was his idea to begin with, and then he blew the whistle on us. Well, I can't blame him altogether. I didn't have to listen to him, did I?
Mr. Turner, let me give you a little advice. When you come up before that parole board, I'd suggest that being sore at Cleon Wells isn't going to do you much good.
I'll show remorse, don't you worry. And it won't be acting, believe me.
What are your plans when you get out of here?
As a matter of fact, I've gotten into horticulture while I'm in here. I've studied it, and I'm good at it. Green, both of them. I think it's almost a gift. I really do. I don't know how enthusiastic my wife is going to be about it. It's not what you'd call exciting, I guess. How'd she look, Sergeant?
She looked very well. It's a nice place she works in. Mr. Turner, I appreciate your help.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Your wife sends you her love.
Thanks. Sounds nice. You can't touch it, can you?
I haven't seen or heard from Cleon Wells since the trial, and I hope I never do again.
Do you blame him for getting you involved in the first place, or for testifying against you?
Both.
Well, if you hadn't been arrested, you might have gone on with it and been shot eventually.
I thought about that, too.
Your wife, Karen, is doing beautifully, especially with your little boy. He's something else.
What I did, it was rough on them, Sergeant Anderson. I hope to make it up to them someday.
How soon before your first parole hearing?
8 more months.
Have you filed for an appeal?
Public defender's office is so busy, it'll take him longer than that to get to us. We can't afford a private lawyer.
Goodbye, Miss Strasburg.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you with your problem. I think that...
What?
Well, I'm no detective, but I think it's very possible that Cleon Wells is involved in those holdups. And please get him fast, because he could jeopardize my parole.
Now, look, we can't quit. We haven't got the $15,000.
We're gonna have to do it some other way.
Like what? Look, you know the lawyer needs the money up front before you even file for an appeal.
Now, look, if Gloria feels so uptight about it, maybe she should quit. I can handle the bike, and maybe we can get another man for the pickup.
Don't be silly. We couldn't find anybody we could trust. Look, the point is that even though the gun was in my hand, we're all wanted for assault and murder if he dies. Now, nobody quits.
What, is that a threat?
Oh, I'm not threatening anyone. Gloria, will you sit down and relax? Okay. It's just that we've come this far. I want us to go all the way, all right?
You know something? It seems to me next time if there's a security guard, he's gonna think twice.
What are you so eager about? Is it kicks? Is that all?
Not at all. I never lived so good before. Besides, there's a little thing, you know, like I've got a sick mama and 5 little brothers on the east side. They're eating now, all they can handle. Oh, come on, listen. We're doing fine. We're doing better than Cleon ever did, and he's the one getting blamed for it.
How do you know?
Well, the word is out on the street that the cops want him. They want him real bad. And not just for jumping parole either. They think that he has masterminded our capers. You know, I bet it's killing him getting the blame but not the bread.
Oh, I hope they get him. When they do, he won't have anybody to think on. Not this time.
Look, just 2 more, and we'll plan them very carefully, huh? Okay?
I hope my husband appreciates what I'm going through for him. The thing is, he'd never believe it. Neither would yours.
"2112 East Anchorage Boulevard, Cleon's new lady friend's address."
sure she was telling you the truth?
Oh, yeah. She was good and mad. It's getting light already.
Mm-hmm. Usually does about this time of morning. Which is 5:16. Everybody else is awake.
Cleo Wells.
Move on it.
Easy, Wells. We just want to talk to you.
All right, Wells. We're the police. Hold her right there.
Back off. This way, Dennis. Go.
Charlie, we want him alive. Yeah, I'll do my best, Bill.
Hey, did you get caught up on your sleep today?
Not enough.
Well, I can't sleep in the afternoon.
Maybe you're not doing it right. Wasn't this our usual day to expect a holdup? Nothing, huh?
Nope. Maybe with Cleon out of the way, so are the holdups. Although I wouldn't make a bet on it.
Oh, yeah.
He might have invented this MO, but he didn't take patent on it. His two buddies are likely to try it any time without him.
Yeah.
Sergeant Crowley, yeah. Yes. Hold on just a minute, please.
Who is it?
It's your friend Miriam.
Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. It was an... All right, you stay right where you are, Miriam. We'll be right over. She's pretty broken up about Wells. She wants to talk to us. There goes your slip again.
You said you wanted him alive.
We did, Miriam. He wouldn't surrender, tried to shoot his way free.
She's telling you the truth, Miriam. We just wanted to talk to him. We really did.
That Luella Kane. Did you lock her up?
No charges against her. She's in pretty bad shape. I think she really loved him.
Why, sure. Everybody loved Cleo. I mean, all the ladies. There's this problem.
That's what you want to tell us about, isn't it, Miriam? The names of all of Cleon's women?
That Luella Kane. She was new. I mean, he took up with her after he got out. Before he went up, there was a whole string of them. There's Cindy Washington. She's in jail herself now. And then there was the one he was going with before the trial. I don't know, she got her picture in the paper. And Dorothy Wilson. Yeah, I saw her the other night. She was with some new dude. I mean, she was all gussied up. She had on earrings and the big hairdo. She stared right through me.
Miriam, did Cleon ever talk to you about how he worked his holdups?
He never wanted to talk about business.
You think he might have wanted to with any of the others?
I don't know. I just don't know.
All right, this is the holdup, you people. Nobody make a stupid move and nobody gets hurt.
Again? Same old ball game?
Same old shadow.
Only this time we got sound, just like in the real movies. Yeah. Why don't you sit down? I'll show you talking.
All right, this is the holdup, you people. Nobody make a stupid move and nobody gets hurt.
That's Cleon Wells' voice coming from the tape.
That's right.
Still robbing banks even after he's dead?
Maybe it's his ghost. Or somebody he taught very well.
Or somebody who picked it up. Dorothy Wilson, maybe. Bill, let me look at those other tapes again. Hold it there, Bill. I remembered it was a good angle of the gun, but it's not that good, is it?
No, it's just fair. Looks like a short barrel 38. I don't know. One thing we do know, it works.
Well, 4,100 apiece. It's not much, but it's ours.
Okay. So we need another 5,000 between us, and 6 would be better.
Right, and Sunny Valley Bank will take care of that. You're awfully quiet.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Well, I'm really sorry about Cleon. I really am.
You're not still hooked.
No, I didn't want to see him dead. Just out of circulation.
When Raymond gets out and we're settled someplace, I'm going to give some money to that Bankard's family.
He didn't die.
Oh, I know, but I'm going to do it. Is that Sergeant Anderson?
What do we do?
We do what we've got to do.
Coming. Hi.
How are you, Karen? I know you're busy. I won't take up too much of
No,
your
no, no.
time.
Okay, come on. I'm sure I'd love interruption. Sit down. Coffee's hot. I'll get some.
Were you able to see Raymond? Gloria said you might.
Yes, yes, I did. I liked him. He sure misses you and Harry.
How's he look?
Good. Certainly not your typical looking bank robber.
Well, who is? Well, what can I do for you?
I'd like to show you this picture of this girl.
Well, that's Dorothy. What's her name? I saw her at the trial.
Dorothy Wilson, Cleon's girlfriend. Do you have any idea where she might be right now?
No, none at all. He was killed the other day, wasn't he?
Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
Yes, he was, it was yesterday.
You think she had something to do with it?
Possibly, and she might have had something to do with the helmets. I see you have a for sale sign outside.
Yeah, I can't possibly afford to keep this place. Prices doing what they are. And we'll probably move somewhere when Raymond gets out. Start fresh. Harry's over at my mother's.
Do you think this Gloria Turner would know anything about the girl?
Well, I'm sure she doesn't, but it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Well, I stopped by the restaurant where she works, but it was her day off. Thank you, and thank you for the coffee.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
Oh, she knows something.
No.
Of course she does. You heard what she said about me being involved with the helmets.
It's only because your connection with Cleon Wells.
My connection with Cleon Wells is what got us together on this. Now, look. The cops want me, and if they find me, they're gonna make me talk. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So I'm gonna split right now.
Now, wait a minute. Now, what do you mean, make you talk? You don't have to say anything unless there's a lawyer sitting right beside you.
Just the same, I don't believe in taking any more chances than...
Now, wait a minute. I have an idea. Why don't we hit the Sunny Valley Bank now, today?
No, no way.
Dorothy, hold it. It's a good idea. The Helmets have never done two jobs the same day. And it's big.
That's right. And we've got more than 2 hours.
Y51, come in. 12Y51.
12Y90, 12Y51.
Bill, I've just left Karen Osborne, and she has no idea where Dorothy Wilson is. At least she says. I don't believe her.
Why not, Pep?
And furthermore, I have a very strong suspicion she could be our holdup man.
What did you say?
Yeah. Listen, she's the right height, and with padding, she could look the right weight. She's left-handed and wears a chronometer just like the one we saw on the tape.
Where are you now, Pep?
Sitting near the Osborne house. She can't see me. Listen, put up that tape with that last shooting.
I'm way ahead of you, kid. I just put it in.
Run it up to the spot just before the escape, will you?
Gotcha.
Bill, a green and white Ford pickup with four-wheel blue and gold horse trailer is backing out of the Osborne driveway. Looks like Dorothy Wilson driving. Let me give you a license number.
Adam Denver 3520. I'm gonna tail it south on Frawley.
I'm gonna make on that through DMV right away.
I'm gonna let her get a little
ahead. What about that tape?
Okay, I got the right spot. Now what?
Well, watch your right hand.
Okay, she just put it inside of her collar. I mean, inside of his collar. What does that mean?
He's adjusting his bra. That's what that means.
Pepper, I think you're right.
Over.
Makes sense. A small risk.
Bill, we're north on Dubois. Radio reception is poor, but did you get a make on it?
Just got it. Registered to Dorothy B. Wilson. Pep, did you read me? Pepper, did you read me? Pepper? Pep? California license, Ida Edward 49901. Instruct any unit that spots the trailer and pick up the tail it and notify 12Y50.
12Y50, roger.
All units in the Sunnyvale area, a 211 suspect in a green and white Ford pickup is towing a blue and gold four-wheel horse trailer. California license Adam David 3520. Lastly, north on Du Bois off Frawley. Do not apprehend. Stake and tail. Notify 12Y50 on TAC 1 for further instructions.
12Y51. I have the pickup and the trailer in sight. Approximately 1/2 mile from Willoughby Canyon, eastbound
on Archway Avenue.
12Y51, roger. Switch to TAC 1 and repeat. 12Y50, did you copy 51?
Roger. 12Y50, come in.
Hey, Pep. We're westbound on Archway Avenue, about 4 or 5 miles from the Sunny Valley Shopping Center.
There are 2 banks in Sunny Valley Shopping Center, aren't there?
That's right, there are. Don't you think a horse trailer would be a good place to hide a motorcycle?
Yeah, Pep. Backup's on its way. Just take care. Just keep it in sight.
I'm heading into a side street. I think she might have spotted me.
You better step on it a bit. She's been riding a point a long time.
12Y50, come in.
Yep, Pep.
I've lost him.
Pep, are you still on this frequency?
Affirmative. I still can't find that pickup.
We got the pickup. We also got the Wilson girl. But if the helmets were in it, they're not in it anymore. Where are you now?
North edge of the shopping center, I can see the street side of the bank. The big one.
Okay, we're in the parking lot. We got the back covered. Just sit tight.
That talked to me at the restaurant. They've staked us out.
Maybe not, but there are too many of them to do anything to them. Let's find Dorothy. Damn it, got her. Keep moving, nice and easy.
Pep, we got an empty trailer and Dorothy Wilson, but all we can do so far is give her a ticket for speeding.
But we've made the connection, Bill. They've got to be around here somewhere. Bill, hold on.
No helmets, no jumpsuits. They must have spotted you.
I'm following them.
All units, I've got him southbound now on Becker Drive.
Roger, 51, we're on our way. All units respond TAC 1 for instructions. 51, keep us posted.
Bill, license number 1K8539. Did you read that? I think they're headed toward the park.
12 Y50 and all units southbound now on Park Drive. They're headed for the south entrance to Becker Park. Bill, we're now entering the park, south entrance.
Roger, 51. We're entering the park to the north. With any luck, we should have a boxed in at Junction Drive.
13A74, block the Junction Road at Park Drive.
That's a Roger, 50.
Across the grass toward the playground.
Roger, Pat, stay with her. We'll head her off from this side. 13A74, take the playground.
All right, drop the gun. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Karen, you're not going to use it. Put it down.
Put it down. All right, put your hands up. Get them up. Keep them right inside.
You have the right to remain silent, Karen.
That guard I shot, is he?
It's okay. He's gonna make it.
I'm sure glad it's over with.
Listen, I should have known it was a woman when I saw her run out of the bank. Because I've had enough of them run away from me, I should know what it looks like. Too modest. That's real devotion, isn't it? I mean...
You know me too well, Barney.
I don't know. I know a girl that...
Hi, fellas.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, slide over.
All right.
How are you?
Okay, wait, listen. We're just talking about the helmets.
Uh-huh.
I got a question for you. If I ever get married again, you think I could find me a lady who might hold up a bank for me?
You're too chicken to get married.
Yeah? A toast.
Oh. To the most observant policewoman on this table.
Don't you mean at this table?
Well, maybe I'm jumping ahead a bit.
But you mean the bra strap. Men aren't supposed to notice things like that.
We just did.
Pepper, I gotta tell you something. You're lucky.
I prefer adjectives like observant, brilliant policewoman.
Yeah, well, you're lucky. If that lady had been into women's lib, now you think about it, and she was a bra burner, we'd still be looking for a couple of guys, you know what I mean?
What do you know about him? When he gets to his house, Woody Lane's gonna waste him.
Police got Lane this morning. I want you to handle it.
Case dismissed. Lane's back on the street again, free. Up against that wall.
Sorry, but I have to know what happened here, Lieutenant.
What girl? Who is this?
Operator?
The look of love, it's on your face. A look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you now that I have found you.
Good evening, Mr. Drive.
Good evening.
Good crowd. Sonny always packs them in.
Yep.
I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you.
Well,
How long I have
okay?
Missed you.
found you. Don't ever go. I love you so.
Different broad every night. I don't know how he does it.
All you need is to own a place like this and have a little bread.
Your singer's very good, Lou.
Well, I guess if you like that type of music.
Oh, I forgot. You're a great connoisseur of great music. Brahms, Bach, Beethoven.
Wrong order. Beethoven first. Have you ever heard his ninth?
Nope.
Well, you will tonight at my place. It's called the Chorale.
Oh. We're gonna get all cultured up tonight.
Well, culture and force, my old man used to say. That's what makes great civilizations and great men.
Haha, touche.
Hey, Sonny, want to go get a taste to eat, man?
No, I'm busy, but I'll catch your act tomorrow. See you later. Take it easy.
Hello, Sonny boy.
What are you, what's going on?
Hey, man, cool it! Call the cops. The guy's out his neck. What's going on?
Hands up! Get off! Fire! Freeze! Now don't move. All right, where's your ID?
It's in my hip pocket.
I'm sorry, but I have to know what happened here, Lieutenant.
We just got this film from SID. Oh, are you comfy, Pep?
No, but go ahead, Joe. I want to get home.
That's Larry Coleman himself. This film was shot from a moving van.
Oh, boo. I thought you were going to show home movies of me and my family on vacation.
Will you guys roll the film?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Larry Coleman, local syndicate boss, promoted by the Capos, which brings us to the contenders to take his place. Artie Lasky. Extortion, manslaughter, and all charges dismissed. Served 6 months, assault and battery on a street lady.
Nice man.
Yeah, real prince.
Now here we have Charlie Bacon. Of the three, he's a lightweight. And up until now, he was just a hanger-on with some of the local street crooks. Controlled the numbers on the south side, and used to be one of the biggest fences in the state. Unless, of course, I'm telling you something you already know.
I'm still learning.
Well, some of it's new to me, Joe.
You got dirty movies?
Hi, Bill.
Lou Gerard, younger, but a comer, and has the blessings of the young blood in the syndicate. Few brushes with the law, relatively unmarked. He's tough, ambitious, and very, very smart.
He runs the Club Flora. It's a ritzy joint.
Oh, when are you going to take me, Bill?
When they lower the prices.
Well, what's the contest, boys? It's got to be the butler.
Gerard. Why, he asked?
Well, as you said, Joe, he's the smartest, he's the toughest, and the word is out. He's hungry for a promotion. I mean, that I know.
Yeah, well, you might know it, but Coleman doesn't know it. He's back east, but he's still trying to get support from the Brotherhood to move back out here and take over the southern half of the state instead of just the city.
Oh? When do we get the early returns from Vermont and New Hampshire?
I don't think this one's going to be settled by that old red, white, and blue method. Now, this will be more like black and blue. Come on, Pep, let's go.
Now you can run the good stuff.
Dirty movies?
Hey, where are we going?
We are going to the hospital to visit Rose Hess, remember?
Well, but I wanted to go home and change first.
Honey, she's not going to write a nasty note to Harper's Bazaar.
Oh.
You're anxious to meet her. She's anxious to meet you. What difference does it make what you got on? Besides, I'm low on gas.
Ha. Ha.
Ha ha.
Will John be there?
Yeah, I just talked to him.
Is he okay now? I mean, he took her illness, that operation, pretty hard. I thought a couple times there he was going to crack.
Honey, for a year, it looked like his wife was not going to make it. But she's okay, and now he's in great shape. No, wait a minute. That's not the punchline. No, wait a minute. Wait. So the kid leans over and he says to the lawyer, he says, "You keep doing that, ma'am, we're going to lose this case." That's the punchline.
Oh, move over, Don Rickles.
But not too far.
Right.
That's a funny story.
Bill, don't make me laugh. It hurts.
You know, we kicked him out of homicide because of jokes like that.
Right after they kicked me out of internal affairs.
That's right.
Anyway, guess who gives me all my material?
Only the clean stuff.
Oh, is that right? Tell me when you tell me about the camel and the rookie.
Oh, Bill, stop it. You're terrible.
She's probably just having car trouble. Daughter'll be here.
I'm not worried about her, honey.
Bill tells me she sang with a rock group for a while.
Not anymore, Pepper. She got that out of her system.
Yeah, Woody, what's up?
I just got a call from New York City. It seems Mr. Coleman has decided he doesn't like the weather or the business.
He's coming back?
He's flying back tomorrow. His plane lands about 11:15.
The word from our associates back east is to dump him. Now, how, I leave up to you.
All right.
What do you say, kid? You want to get the show on the road?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Billy. It's not time.
Oh, I'll give you two a chance to be alone. Now we got rid of him. You look terrific, honey.
Thanks, Bill.
Take you out dancing and get out of here.
Bye-bye, Rose. Goodbye, Pepper. I heard so much about you from John and the boys.
Uh-oh.
Nothing but the loveliest things. They were right.
Thank you. Well, we'll get together later. Bye-bye. Bye.
Pepper, keep an eye out for this guy, will you?
Oh, you know it.
Thanks for dropping by, babe.
Sure.
Good night, honey.
So long, Willie.
See you, babe.
So long. Don Rickles, huh? Hey, you know, they look good together.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
tired, huh?
A little. Except for these dumb eyes.
Hmm?
I keep wanting to look at that handsome cop.
You want me to climb in there and get in trouble?
I feel so good, I think I'll buy you something to eat.
Oh, another bad joke.
No, I hear there's a pretty good coffee shop downstairs.
Or maybe you'd rather buy me another bowl of chili. You know, that great place where you stand up and eat?
You got a better way?
Sergeant Pepper Anderson. Phone call at the 5th floor nurses station.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
If that's Telly Savalas asking for one of his lollipops.
Dr. Lyne, outside call.
Uncle Bill.
Donna?
Donna.
Oh, honey, I didn't. Hey, look at you. You look terrific.
Thank you.
Now that you're this tall, I think you can stop calling me Uncle Bill. What do you say?
Right, I'll call you Bill.
I just saw your mother. She looks great, too.
I know, thank God. We're so worried about her.
Yeah.
Open heart surgery.
Yeah, I know. She's going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I missed?
What?
I missed your singing. Remember when you were about that high?
Yeah.
Once I had a secret love.
I've given all that up now, Bill. My big career is just a thing of the past. Listen, it was really good to see you. I better go because it's late, you know?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Hey, stop growing, will you?
Okay. I'm going to my mother now. Bye.
Dr. Granville, please call the operator. Dr. Granville.
That was the office. One of my contacts wants to see me tomorrow. Beautiful girl. Can't leave you alone for a second. Hi, Trudy. What you got?
I got some good information.
Worth a lot. Well, let's hear what it is, and then we'll establish a price.
I don't want money for it.
Come on. If it's about your guy, I've told you. He's a two-time loser. I just can't go to the DA and say, take it easy on him.
You could, with the right information. The DA would buy it. Like Lou Gerard.
Lou Gerard? What do you know about him?
Coleman's flying back from the East today. When he gets to his house, Willie Lane's gonna waste him.
Are you sure about this? And it's scheduled to arrive on time? Or give me that flight number again, will you? Thanks very much. Got it.
How about that? Excuse me. 12 by 50 or 12 by 52?
52, go 50.
Yeah, Joe, this is Bill. Airport intelligence reports that Larry Coleman just arrived from New York. Word's out they're gonna waste him. I'd like to say just lay back and watch, but maybe you better get over to his place and check things out. How long will it take you to get there?
We'll be in approximately 5 minutes.
Good.
Lou Gerard asked me to stop by.
Hold it! Stop or you're dead! These officers, freeze! Drop or you're a dead man! Get off the man!
Hey, what's going on? Huh? That's me. I got my rights. Come on, Crowley. Come on. You got nothing on me.
Oh, man, come on, Lane. You come on. Now, you gotta stop kidding yourself, man. This is like taking a trip to Fantasyland.
What do you want from me, Crowley? What do you want from me?
If your lawyer were here, I'd say a confession.
Well, my lawyer's gonna be here. Oh, yeah. He's gonna take you apart, old buddy.
Oh, your lawyer's gonna take me apart,
That's
huh?
it.
Man, this fantasy trip bills and bills for you, didn't it?
Like I told those two creeps of yours, now I'm telling you, I didn't kill him, I didn't shoot him. That's it.
Coleman shot himself, even though he didn't have a gun.
I told you, somebody else shot him. Somebody behind me. Somebody on the other side of the house. How many times am I gonna tell you?
Well, why don't you tell me again, Lane? Now, what were you doing there?
Where, at the house?
At the house.
You owed me some money, some heavy bread.
Why didn't you get on the phone and call it?
Needed my personal attention.
Oh, I see. You needed your personal attention. You knew Coleman was coming in, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew Coleman was coming in. I mean, it was no big secret.
Who told you, Lou Gerard?
No,
You drove to his house, Lane. You had a gun on you.
I had a gun. I got a license to carry a gun. There, there's a lot of muggers in this city, and you know what they say, when you want a cop?
Don't get cute with me, bro.
Well, I'm telling the truth.
Well, I said it. Don't get cute with me. Man, you had a gun on you. You dusted Coleman with that gun, and we got that gun. Now, my two men wrestled it away from you, and we got it. And right now, it's on its way upstairs to ballistics. Ballistics, man, you know what that means? You're a smart fella. Ballistics is where they're going to test it and where they're going to prove that that's the gun that wasted Coleman. Now, you tell that to your lawyer when he gets here. He's going to roll over. It'll take a little while, but he's going to help us nail Gerard.
Fantastic.
Where are the guys?
One guess.
Vinny's.
Some cops are sure smart.
Come in. Well? Well, you look good. I like your tux. Black, the way it should be. Sit down. I think you ought to get a new secretary, Alvin. I like my messages delivered on the spot.
She left the message with my wife. My wife was busy with this party tonight.
Oh, your son's birthday. What'd you get him?
What he wanted, a jazzy sports car.
Kids today. When I was a kid, I couldn't even promote a bicycle. My family had any dough. Went for piano lessons. Well, it looks like I'm treating you and yours pretty good, Counselor.
Have I complained?
The police got Lane this morning.
For what?
Coleman's been shot, dead. I want you to handle it.
How'd they get Lane?
Cold.
Things don't look too good then, do they?
They're gonna look a lot better, Counselor, after you've had a talk. I want you to give them a little message from me.
I was just going over Gerard's file. He sure runs around with a lot of bad characters.
Willie Lane clammed up.
What happened?
Well, Gerard sent over his attorney. They had a little talk. Now Woody just sits there with a big smile on his face.
Sergeant, you are an expert in the field of ballistics, correct?
I am.
Now, you testified a little while earlier in this hearing that the bullets found in Mr. Coleman's body were fired by this weapon, Exhibit A, which 2 police officers allegedly found in my client's possession, correct?
That's right.
All of your expertise, all of your testimony about marks from the extractor, the indentation of the firing pin, grooves made on the bullets by the rifling in the pistol barrel, etc., would vouch for that. True?
That's right.
Sergeant Bingham, what would you say if I were to tell you that I am prepared right now to introduce to this court three other witnesses who will help me to prove that, all of your expertise notwithstanding, that the weapon in question, this gun, Exhibit A, was not the weapon which fired the fatal bullets. If I can prove to this court that the bullets which murdered the deceased came from another gun, an unknown gun, that the barrel markings are all quite different from these comparison photographs and the testimony which you have so carefully prepared and presented to this court, what would you say?
The witness will answer the question.
I'd say there's no doubt in my mind that this weapon fired the bullet that killed Larry Coleman.
No doubt in your mind?
No, sir.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
The witness may step down. Does the assistant district attorney have any further witnesses?
No, Your Honor. I do not.
Very well. Mr. Elben, you may call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. As you know, I presented the police department with a subpoena ducis tecum, and we were allowed to conduct our own ballistic tests in the presence of Sergeant Bingham. My next witness will now produce the results of those tests. I call Lieutenant Fred Rowe to the stand.
Who's he? He used to be with the Sacramento Police Department. Ballistics man.
Case dismissed. Lane's back on the street again, free. Gerard's running things, free with our blessings. There's people out there on that street splitting their sides, laughing at us, at the DA.
Captain, you asked to see me.
Your men, Stiles, Royster, and Bingham, were notified this morning that they are temporarily suspended from duty. Contact Anderson. Tell her that she and you are helping us work an investigation.
Why us?
Because you're a special unit that answers to the top, so you've got to help us clean your own house. Now, you check with me before you make a move, but you've got 72 hours. The chief wants some action on this, and fast.
Wait a minute, are you asking us to shoe fly our own people?
And Bingham, too. Telephone him. Tell him I want to see him here in my office in half an hour. Now, look, Crowley, I am not asking you. I am telling you. This is what internal affairs is all about. Now, it may be lousy duty, but this is the way it's got to go down. By crying out loud, you were weaned here.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cop spot against cop. Makes me want to throw up.
Joe and Pete, suspects? Oh, no, these are cops. And I'm telling you, I am no headhunter.
You're a cop, honey. You think I like it any better than you do?
Hello, Billy.
Hello, John. How's Rose?
That's great. Glad to be home, of course. I sneak off a little early, spend some time with her. Hey, look, I just heard about Stiles and Royster.
Word sure takes a long time to get around, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but...
Oh, Bingham,
Captain?
get you some coffee?
No, thanks.
How's your wife?
What am I supposed to say? She's fine, never felt better?
Now you know why you're here.
Yeah, now I know.
Crowley, come in.
Hey, Paul. What are you, helping internal affairs out? Phil? See that they put me away?
Oh, come on, you know better than that.
Nobody's putting anybody away. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, what do you make about what's happened?
Aside from the fact that it's insane?
Would you mind keeping your voice down and answer my question? It wasn't the right gun.
It wasn't yesterday in that courtroom. But look, Captain, the word right is strictly relative here. It was the same gun I tested with the same serial number.
I don't know what we're pussyfooting around about him. It's obvious somebody changed the barrel. It's as simple as that, right?
That simple is right. That gun's an imported number. The parts, including the barrel, had no serial numbers attached. Somebody pulled a switch between the time I made my test and Alvin got his 3 guys to make theirs. So naturally it was me.
Nobody's saying it was you.
Yeah, but me, Stiles, and Royster. All of a sudden, we got a lot of time on our hands. That gun never left this building until the day it was exhibited in court. So let's face it, Gerard got to a cop who got hold of a key and made the switch, right? So find that cop. Get off my back!
Joe and Pete.
They're really pretty upset about this whole thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. But not for long. Want to go for a pony ride? You like that? Giddy up. Giddy up. Boy, you're getting heavy. And really beautiful.
I don't buy it. You mean to tell me all of a sudden one of us got a key? Or maybe the both of us got a pair of keys? Are you kidding?
Well, it's Batman and Robin on a caper.
Hey, man, that's not funny.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You know, it really ain't funny, Bill. I mean, this whole mess is really a drag.
Yeah, I know.
So you know it's a drag, then why? They think that scum Gerard got to one of us to free his creep? Because that's what they gotta be thinking. Why else, Bill? Huh? You know that too?
Wait a minute. Remember me? I'm on your side. I mean, why am I even saying that?
Because you gotta say it for me. All of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, things start to happen. Things that could put Pete away, me away. Yeah, man. You gotta say it.
Are you onto anything at all, Bill?
No. Joe, listen to me. Pepper me on this thing. That's gonna work out, believe me. First thing in the morning, we're moving in on Gerard, his house, his club. Who's been going in, who's been meeting with, which cop's which cop. In the meantime, just trust me, will you? Will you trust me?
Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
Oh, can we do something for you, Sergeant? I'm Tony Belden. This is Ned Levering.
Ned, Tony, I understand you fellas have been on night duty the past couple of months.
Right.
Does your beat happen to include Club Flora?
Sure.
I'd like to ask you a few questions. Can we sit in your car for a minute?
Of course.
Hey, you better check that roast in there.
Oh, it's all right. It's not going to be ready for an hour yet.
Where's Donna?
I don't know.
Did she call?
No. Honey, are you all right?
Yeah, what do you mean? Sure.
Hess. Johnny Hess.
What do you mean it could have been Hess? Just because he got in a fight with some singer?
Outside Gerard's club, and Gerard watched it until our boys stopped it. Bill, I don't like it any better than you, but we gotta check it out.
They file an incident report on it?
They filed it with copies, put it on Captain Mendoza's desk the next morning. And when I checked with him, he never saw it. And there was no copy of any incident report in Hess's package.
Sergeant Crowley. Yeah, just a minute. I'm gonna check in with Peters. This is for you.
Oh. Sergeant Anderson.
This girl, you know, she wanted me to phone you.
What girl? Who is this?
Well, my name would mean nothing, but her name's Trudy Moss. You know her?
Yes, I know her.
Well, I'm kind of a good Samaritan when it comes to something like this. I mean, I seen her in a culvert, hurt. I mean, badly beaten, you know?
Where is she? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Where is she?
She's right under the bridge there, but
Down there?
Yeah, but I didn't have nothing to do. I just
All right,
reported.
okay, just wait here for the ambulance.
Wait here?
Wait right here.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, Sergeant.
Trudy, what happened? Oh my God, your face.
Gerard. They caught me trying to call you. They don't like people who talk to cops, and so they worked me over as a reminder.
An ambulance is on the way.
No, I just want to talk to you, to tell you.
Tell me what?
Don't give up on the GA, on my guy. Promise me, please.
All right, I promise. I also promise to get you to a hospital.
See the girl on this cover? That's Donna Hess.
So what?
You two work together. She sang in your group.
Look, what do you want from me?
I want to know why you and her old man fought. I want to know what she had to do with it.
She didn't have anything to do with it. Now, are you going to get out of here and leave me alone? This isn't Los Angeles. I don't have to talk to you.
What happens if you talk to me, Boyer? Does Gerard find you another job someplace?
He doesn't have anything to do with it.
Listen, Boyer, I think I better explain the facts of life to you. When I get to the bottom of this, and I will, I guarantee you that Gerard is going to be sore. He's going to be real sore. And between now and the time it takes me to shove him in jail, he's going to order a little action through his local connections here. Now, I would suggest to you, unless you want to end up as a hot dog, that you get your tail out of here as fast and as far as you can. I mean, if I were you, I'd start looking for me someplace nice and safe to sing. Like Guam, maybe.
Pick a card.
I got lousy food in Vegas.
Oh, you ate in the bus station again.
She got a line on Donna Hess.
She's not around today.
What does that mean? She's not around today?
If you lost at blackjack, don't take
Come
it out
on, Pep.
on me.
Come on, I had a lousy flight. What does it mean?
She's working with the church group. They took a bunch of kids to San Diego, the zoo. She won't be back till later. I can't help it.
You think you can tear yourself away from her? You got some work to do.
Wait. Wait for me. This is the part I hate, Bill.
Yeah, I know.
Something's really wrong, Pepper. Since I came back from the hospital, John, he's like a different person. He's drinking too much, not eating right. He spends half the evening just sitting staring at the TV, and then he goes off to bed. I began to think it was all my fault. You know, after an operation like mine, with all the tension, all the bills, people tend to pull away from you. God forgive me, I began to think I was spoiling everything. Well, like last Saturday, it was a beautiful day, remember? So I said to John, why don't we take a drive up to the cabin? He built it all by himself. It's up on Rainbow Beach. Anyway, he said, no, it's too long. So I said, well, why don't you go by yourself? I guess I pushed him. He finally said, I don't want to see the damn cabin. Not anymore. So I said, well, why don't you sell it? He said, it's not for sale. There have been so many days like that. Oh, Pepper, I'm so confused.
There's a cabin, Rainbow Beach. I think we should go take a look.
bottom's open.
Bill, what is it?
My God, it's a baby.
That station down the road, why don't you go phone in?
Right.
Out of order, miss.
You got a phone in the office?
Where are you calling to?
The city?
Boss wouldn't like that.
Well, I'm a police officer. I can't get through on my car radio.
This place is really crawling with cops today.
Yeah?
Trooper out of flat. Lieutenant Hess was just here. Filled up his tank and then he shot out like a rocket.
Towards his cabin?
No, the other way, towards the beach on the bluff.
Hey, thanks.
Sure.
John?
Pepper, what are you doing here?
I could ask that.
You thought I was gonna jump?
What would you think? In my place?
Pepperpot, I may not be such a good cop, but I'm still a good Catholic. Suicide's not in my book. I kind of came up here to sort some things out.
And?
Donna wanted to get an abortion. But the doctor told her she was too far gone. So she called me. I told her that I thought the boy would marry her. You know, I mean it. I mean, in my day, So she said he wouldn't. And I told her I would handle it. I'd fix it. And as long as we had to be careful not to tell her mother, you know. Rose was so sick. She was... Oh, Billy, you know that. Anyway, there's a little clinic down the beach that I brought her to, and I had her checked, and she was supposed to be gone for a couple of months singing with the group. Well, she was here. She stayed here the whole time.
I visited her. And then one day, she went into labor, you know. She had the, She had the baby prematurely. She called this guy on the phone. She begged him to come over here, and he said he wanted her to leave him alone. So then she called me. When I got down here, she was unconscious, laying on the floor. The baby was dead. When she came out of it, she was afraid.
Afraid of what, John?
She was afraid that she'd killed a baby and that somehow she'd dropped it on purpose. I said, you have to think of yourself now and your mother. We buried the little girl. A couple of nights later, I found Sonny Boyer. I got him.
Gerard found out about it and why. And later he used it, blackmailing you, right?
He said it was simple, you know, just break down the piece, switch barrels. I couldn't believe he'd call me. And then he said he was gonna phone Rose and tell her all about it, you see. He said he'd telegram her every day. He'd remind her what happened, you know? That'd kill her. I did it.
Okay, John, it's done. You had a choice to make, so you crawled into bed with some crooks. Let me tell you something, John. You're still a cop. And damn it, your first obligation is to help us put these guys behind bars. Now, you've hung 3 good men out to dry. It's time you climbed down out of that bed and squared yourself away with them. Now, come on, what do you say?
Yeah.
John, whatever is going to happen will happen. But no one is going to condemn a man for protecting the people he loves. Nobody.
Let's go.
Look, I'll follow you down, man.
I think Pep better ride with you.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
All right. Come on, Pep. Let's go.
Bill, he's not behind us. Where'd he go?
He went to get Lou Gerard. $12Y50 to $12Y90 in all units. Request backup units at Lou Gerard's Club Flora.
Hello, Lieutenant. Sorry, but the bar's closed this time of the afternoon.
What are you doing here? You did a job, and you did it real fine.
Made you happy too, huh, Gerard?
Very happy.
I'm sorry about that. I've had to change your heart. I got one last man to book, Gerard. And it's you. Get up.
Book me? On what? On getting you to do what you did?
I said, let's go. Now get your hands behind your back.
Please, drop that gun easy and get your hands on top of your head.
So that's what I have to tell the judge and the jury. And help them put Gerard away in Lane.
Oh, of course.
Of course. You know what happens to me.
I'm what happens to you. Like always.
Daddy. I'm so
Sorry.
Oh, Toots, no. Come on. Forget it now. You're the one that went through real hell. Hey, I feel like eating Chinese. You feel like eating Chinese?
Great idea.
Look what I found holed up in a health food store.
Anybody home? Hello.
Oh, welcome back aboard.
Thank you
Oh.
very much. It's good to be back.
Great to have you back.
For you.
Me. Thank you.
Listen, I just got some more good news about Donna Hess. The coroner's preliminary report indicates that the baby suffered no fractures or spinal misalignment and probably died of natural causes. Isn't that terrific?
Thank God.
Miss Bingham back?
No, but he's due back any minute.
Well, hello, group.
Oh!
Hey, look what the cat drug in. Hey, how's it going, man?
All right.
Oh, I brought him into you personally just to make sure he gets out of the house.
Yeah, they tired of me playing Sherlock Holmes with the TV.
Welcome back, Joe. How are the kids?
Driving the babysitter bananas.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah?
now that you're a rich man again, I guess I can go out and do myself some heavy shopping, huh?
Look, be comfortable with that dollar.